Welcome to Breathe with Caroline. Today I'd like to invite you to explore a humming breath. So creating the sound of a bee, it's sometimes called humming bee breath. In yoga it's known as a pranayama, which translates as a breathing exercise and has the name Brahmari breath. And it can be really helpful for soothing your nervous system. So we have the two sides, the sympathetic, the active side of our autonomic nervous system. And we also have the rest and digest, the parasympathetic side of the nervous system. So the humming breath invites ourselves, our bodies, to naturally move towards the parasympathetic, the rest and digest side of the nervous system. And as the name suggests, it supports rest and ease and perhaps a sense of calm, but it also supports our digestive system as well. It can help reduce heart rate and blood pressure. And because it naturally extends our exhalation, it can be really quite soothing and calming before we go to sleep or when we're trying to get to sleep. So to begin with, making sure you feel comfortable in the shape or the position you've come to. If you're sitting in a chair, is it possible to sit tall so that your lungs have all the space they need to inhale? Maybe you can have your feet flat on a floor if you're sitting in a chair. And if you're lying down, just making sure that you feel that sense of space in your upper body, the length of your spine, which includes your neck. And as you begin to get comfortable here, now you might like to close your eyes if that feels okay to do so. You may like to soften your gaze, gently soften your eyelids, and find something you can focus on. So perhaps it's something you can see ahead or above you, to bring a sense of focus and stillness to your mind. And you in your own time beginning to breathe in and out through your nose. Maybe you like to tune in with your breath when you do your breathwork exercises. So perhaps right now you tune into the speed and rhythm of your breath. Maybe where your breath is moving to. Where can you feel your inhalation move in your body? Maybe finally thinking about the texture of your breath. Does it feel soft and smooth? Does it feel a little bumpy or intermittent? So beginning to create your breath print here right now. And there is no wrong or right answer to these questions. Your breath print will be unique. And popping your breath print to one side for now. We'll come back to it to the end of our session today and notice if there have been any changes. So you might like to think about relaxing and easing into your jaw area. Sometimes we hold tension here. So you may enjoy making some funny faces, perhaps sticking your tongue out and rolling your tongue around the inside of your mouth, pushing your tongue or the tip of your tongue into the inside of your cheeks, around and under the upper and lower lips. Know that you're really welcome to use your fingertips or knuckles to do some gentle self-massage around your jaw area, releasing any residual tension if it's helpful. Eventually sealing your lips and breathing in and out through your nose. You might like to connect your mind to the cooler air of your inhalation as it enters your nostrils, and the warmer air of your exhalation as it leaves your nostrils. And if at any point through this breathwork practice the exercise or humming breath doesn't feel right, if something doesn't resonate for you, perhaps you'd like to change position or pause, stop, know that you're really welcome to do so. So to begin with, you might like to deepen your inhalation. So our main breathing muscle, the diaphragm, will be working here right now. But maybe we can make it work a little harder, creating a slightly deeper breath in. And the way I like to guide this is thinking about the rib cage, your rib cage expanding as you inhale, and contracting as you exhale. So if it's helpful, you may like to take your hands to your ribcage, the base of your ribcage, to the last 2 or 3 ribs. It might be that you have your hands at the front of the body. Maybe it feels okay to have your thumbs at the back of your ribcage and the fingers at the front. Beginning to feel a flaring action, a little like a jellyfish or an opening umbrella as you breathe in. And feeling how your ribcage shrinks back as you breathe out. So we would like to try and encourage the breath to be most noticeable in the base of the ribcage, because then we know our breath in is going down to the depths of our lungs, the lowest lobes here, where most of the gas exchange takes place. So you're likely to be feeling some movement, perhaps around the shoulders or the collarbones, elsewhere in the body as you breathe in and breathe out. But if it's possible, trying to tune in to the base of your ribcage, flaring open as you inhale and retreating back as you exhale. And if you're sitting, perhaps you can soften your belly, relax your belly area, particularly as you inhale. If you're lying down, this isn't something you need to think about, as the abdominal muscles are likely to be resting in a lying down position. And as you awaken your diaphragm a little more and a little deeper, perhaps you can really tune in to the movement at the front, the sides and the back of your body, at the base of your ribcage. At any point you need to or you'd like to, resting your arms, your hands, if you have been using them, to guide your breath. And we can think of this as our deeper diaphragmatic breath, and this is our kind of ground level here. So it might be you feel comfortable here, you'd like to stay with thinking about breathing deeply. But if you feel happy to contemplate exploring the humming breath, know that you can always come back, you can always pause and come back to your diaphragmatic breath. So if you would like to join me in taking some humming breath for the next few minutes, beginning to think about breathing in through your nose and gently humming your exhalation. So we keep our lips sealed as we create the humming sound. There might be a little bit of tingling and vibration around your lips and elsewhere in the body. And the exhale will still travel out through the nose, but we'll be creating a sound to soothe and support our rest and digest side of the nervous system. Inhaling and exhaling. And as you begin to create your humming sound, it might be that you explore the depth, the tone of your hum. It might be a little softer, it might be slower, it might be louder, higher. Exploring the pitch, the tone, to ensure it's supporting you here right now. And if you find that you're needing to gasp, there's an urgency to your inhalation. Once you've finished your humming exhalation, maybe you can shorten your humming breath a little by making it a little bit shorter. Your inhalation will feel hopefully more relaxed. So we're going to be here for another 2 minutes, knowing that at any point you need to rest, you need to pause, that you're really welcome to do so. Doing as much or as little as feels right for you here today. Inviting your shoulders to remain soft. your jaw to be relaxed. And for the next 2 minutes, focusing on your breathwork practice. So we're about halfway through our 2 minute, knowing that you're welcome to rest at any point. Beginning, if you haven't already, to contemplate bringing your breathwork practice to a close. You may like to take another 1 or 2 rounds of the humming breath if you've been finding it soothing. Perhaps you want to continue for a little bit longer. When you feel ready, coming back to a soft, almost silent inhalation and exhalation through your nose. And if you'd like to, noticing your breath print here right now, after your breathwork practice. So perhaps you ask yourself those same questions, thinking around the speed and rhythm of your breath. Maybe where you can feel your breath moving to. Does it feel a little bit more evenly spaced around your body? Perhaps also thinking about the texture of your breath. And sometimes with humming breath, our tummies may begin to gurgle a little. Sometimes we find we have a little bit more saliva in our mouths, and these are signs that we've come into our rest and digest side of our nervous system. So if this has been helpful for you, popping it in your toolbox, a breath work that you can use when and if you need to support yourself and your body, a sense of calm and peaceful tranquility.